Folks, it's Roy back again for another Geeks Adventure. Yay! Today, like I mentioned last week, when I talked about the Batman mechs versus whatever it was called, mechs versus mutants. Yeah, mentioned Justice League Dark. Yay! So hey, doing a little quick review of Justice League Dark. Woo! So what's the idea? Warner Brothers realized, we don't know what we're doing with the movies. We got to put out material and make money, man. So they actually paid attention to somebody who likes comic books and superheroes and doesn't just pay attention to demographics. Yes, I'm being a sarcastic, cynical little butthead. We're all thinking the same thing, including everyone else in the entertainment industry and fans. So hey, so someone got smart and went, "Hey, Justice League Dark. People like Constantine. They thought Matt Ryan was cool. So let's do a cartoon thing based on the comic book." So they did. And guess what? It's pretty dang cool. Let's start with some of the problems. Yes, you see Batman on the cover. Does Batman have a huge role in this? Not really. As you can well imagine, why do you put Batman on the cover? Because marketing people said people like Batman and blah, blah, blah. And you have all these pie charts that say, you must put Batman there because people will spend money on Batman. That's why most action figures are Batman. And that's why he's here. I have another reason that in a comic book way explains that, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, not necessarily but just annoying. Like, really, guys? Really? Put Batman? Whatever. The other thing, this film is rated R. It's the first one. I believe it is the first one by Warner Brothers in their animated division to be rated R. No, this is not a hard rated R. It's a very kind of watered down. Ooh, there's blood. I believe the word shit is actually said once. It's actually said in kind of a funny way. So I mean, which is kind of good and kind of good. If you're a real diehard horror fan, that means that no, this is not going to make you lose your mind and go all there are a couple jump scares and yada yada yada, but no. The good news is that if you've got kids that watch stuff with you that's PG-13, it's not going to be the most nightmarish thing they've ever seen. So yeah, the whole rated R thing, it's kind of more in here. If you're a diehard horror fan that's looking to see something and go, you're gonna look at this and go, well, just saying. The good news, the very good news is, it's awesome. What happens is that if you've seen the previews, in a nutshell, assorted mystical things start to happen, and of course the Justice League's going, we got nothing. So Batman, of course, being Batman and being kind of grumpy Batman, goes, fine, I'll see what's going on, and ends up he ends up actually being drafted by Boston Brand, aka Deadman, who basically, in his own unique way, goes, Batman, Batman, talk to Constantine. So of course, Constantine, and it kind of turns into kind of like the Magnificent Seven. The one guy has to gather everyone together, figure out why all these people are killing each other, so on and so forth. It's a cool story. Seeing everyone gathered together, and the nice thing is that they do a good job as the story moves forward of introducing each one of the characters. There's also you have Constantine, of course. You've got Swamp Thing. They do a little quick thing about Spawn Thing. Quick explanation. Actually, basically about everybody. Even Jason Blood, aka Etrick, who is the host of Etrigan. They managed to actually kind of condense a whole lot of long Chris Nolan would take 4 hours to explain this crap. Very quickly. So it's actually kind of cool. If you're not familiar with all the Vertigo stuff and you're surrounded by a whole bunch of geeks who are ready to go into a 20-hour dissertation about who these people are, don't worry. You're gonna be alright. The story now, like I said, for rated R, but It is kind of creepy. The demons are kind of demony looking. Okay, if you're a Cthulhu fan, you're watching going, whatever, but they're creepy. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, the other thing. Okay, so what's the other reason you put Batman in this stupid thing? Okay, here's my comic book logic. Batman hates to play with others. Okay, his I work best alone. Blah 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 blah. So actually, if anyone's the best person to get a whole bunch of people who don't work together well, it's actually him, because he understands that mentality, but also understands the mentality of, look, we have to work together. Why? Because that's how it works. That's what the trope says, Yes, it's comic book logic, but it's not bad comic book logic, so it's all right. Constantine is voiced by Matt Ryan, the same guy who was doing the TV show. He's awesome, and actually the characters in general are really, really cool. The real focus, well, in general, the real focus of the story is on Constantine, Zatanna, the female sorceress, and also Etrigan, the demon. Boston Brand, he's the dude in red over here. He's basically token comic relief, so he's all right. But the rest of those characters, they got a lot of play, a lot of detail. You get to see how... Actually, this is kind of a minus. If you're familiar with the character, you know that bad things happen to everybody around Constantine. So unfortunately, part of the story, you may kind of say it's a tragic running joke, is how he's got to get help. Oh, I need to talk to so-and-so, and people go, so John, is this person going to hate your guts and want to punch you in the face? Which actually does happen in the story. But overall, though, the character interactions and everything is wonderful. Their portrayal of magic is beautiful in the story. You get to see little glyphs as they generate spells and stuff. Glyphs, man, that's a bad way of putting it. More like runes, symbols. It looks cool. You get to see these energy things floating around and stuff. It's not just generic, energy bolts, that kind of stuff. Well, you've got that too, but you get the idea. So overall, it's really good. On the plus side, lots of great characterization. If you're a fan of Constantine at his snarky best. A lot of other characters from Vertigo get brought in. That's a lot of fun. In some ways, almost a logical explanation for for Batman to be in this thing, besides marketing garbage. So overall, seriously, you gotta watch this. This is really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. Wonderful stuff. And on top of that, one of the cool things on the regular DVD, they talk about one of the upcoming releases from DC, Warner Brothers, the Judas Contract. And right now, folks my age are going, yes! People younger are going, what? You'll find out. Do a Google search. You'll find out. So anyway, please get this. It's pretty dang awesome and fun to watch. So there you go. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Hey, may the force be with you. May the odds be forever in your favor. And always, please, let's be good to each other, all right? Peace, peeps. Bye.